The story begins long before the Great Wars. In the summer of 1775, militia companies from Western Maryland answered the call for a new nation, marching hundreds of miles to join the fight for independence. These early units would later form the proud heritage claimed by the 115th Infantry Regiment, their service intertwined with the very birth of the U.S. Army. In the 19th century, the regiment's predecessors served in the Civil War under the banner of Maryland's Line. Soldiers often pitted against former comrades, defending the Union from within its divided border state. A famous command, "Rally round the flag," shouted at the Battle of Front Royal, became the enduring motto of the regiment. By 1881, a formal structure emerged. The Maryland National Guard organized the 1st Battalion of Infantry, merging independent companies from Hagerstown and Frederick. In the decades that followed, the unit was redesignated the 1st Regiment of Infantry, then eventually the 115th Infantry Regiment. Across the Spanish-American War and the mobilization for the Mexican border crisis, the regiment's soldiers served in varying capacities, the state militia evolving into a modern National Guard fighting force. Their motto, their heritage, and their identity took form in these transitional years. In October 1917, the 115th Infantry Regiment was federalized and assigned to the famed 29th Infantry Division, part of America's first large-scale deployment to Europe. Though many units trained for months, the 115th entered combat late in the war, yet their impact was significant. In the Meuse-Argonne offensive, they fought 21 consecutive days, moving 6 miles across defended terrain, repelling elements of 6 enemy divisions, and suffering thousands of casualties. They earned recognition for gallantry, and their colors were embroidered with campaign streamers for Alsace and Meuse-Argonne. When the armistice arrived, the regiment returned home changed, its soldiers tested for the first time on a continental battlefield. Following the war, the 115th Infantry Regiment returned to state service, reorganized under the National Guard system. Training continued, summer camps, annual maneuvers, hurricane relief at home. By 1941, the regiment was once again in federal service, now designated the 115th Infantry and attached to the 29th Infantry Division for the coming conflict. Their training intensified, equipment modernized, morale hardened, the minds of the men sharpened for the tasks beyond the American shores. On June 6, 1944, the invasion of Normandy, the 115th Infantry Regiment landed on Omaha Beach amid chaos, surf, barbed wire, and German fire. Assigned to the assault's second wave, they poured ashore under heavy losses, fighting through flooded fields and shattered defenses. Their advance pressed inland toward Saint-Laurent-sur-Mer, where the regiment's valor earned them a distinguished unit streamer embroidered Saint-Laurent-sur-Mer. From that point, they surged across Normandy, through hedgerows and villages, pushing toward Brittany. In August 1944, the 115th took part in the Siege of Brest, one of the toughest battles of the European theater. For weeks, they fought house to house, capturing fortified positions and denying the Germans a critical port. After Brest, the regiment advanced into Belgium and the Netherlands, crossed into Germany with the Rhineland campaign, and then pressed through into Central Europe. By war's end, they had endured nearly 300 days of continuous combat and absorbed more than 5,900 casualties. Their honors included campaign streamers for Normandy, with Assault Arrowhead, Northern France, Rhineland, Central Europe, plus decorations from France for gallantry. Following the war, the 115th returned home to Maryland, reorganized as part of the National Guard. In the decades that followed, they trained for Cold War missions, and after 2001 elements were activated for homeland security and overseas operations, including convoy security in Iraq. In August 2006, the regiment's colors were cased and its lineage consolidated with that of the 175th Infantry Regiment, reflecting modern reorganizations. Yet the memory of the 115th lives on memorial highways, in regimental associations, and through the tradition of Maryland's citizen soldiers. Across 3 centuries, the 115th has carried one constant, a commitment to duty at home and abroad. Whether on the fields of France, the beaches of Normandy, or the roads of modern Iraq, the regiment's soldiers have answered when called. Their motto, "Rally round the flag," resounds not as a phrase but as a pledge. They stood for America when the call came. They trained in Maryland and fought across continents. They earned their place in history. The legacy of the 115th Infantry Regiment is one of service, sacrifice, and unwavering resolve. They may no longer exist as a separate regiment, but their story continues in every unit that carries their tradition.